Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and I'll be reading 1 Chronicles 12 of the King James Version Bible, and it reads, Now these are they that came to David to Ziklag, while he yet kept himself close because of Saul the son of Kish, and they were among the mighty men, helpers of the war. They were armed with bows and could use both the right hand and the left in hurling stones and shooting arrows out of a bow, even of Saul's brethren of Benjamin. The chief was Ahiezer, then Joash the son of Shemaiah the Gibeathite, and Jeziel and Pelet the sons of Asmaveth, and Bereshah, and Jehu the Antothite, and Ishmael the Gibeonite, a mighty man among the 30, and over the 30, and Jeremiah, and Jehaziel, and Johanan, and Josabad the Gederathite, Eluzai, and Jeremoth, and Bealiah, and Shemariah, and Shephathiel the Araphite, Elkanah, and Jesiah, and Azareel, and Joezer, and Joshabeam the Korathites, and Joelah, and Zebadiah, the sons of Jeroham of Gedor. And of the Gadites, there separated themselves unto David into the hold to the wilderness, men of might and men of war, fit for the battle, that could handle shield and buckler, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and were as swift as a rose upon the mountains. Ezer the first, Obadiah the second, Eliab the third, Mishmannah the fourth, Jeremiah the fifth, Ettai the sixth, Eliel the seventh, Johanan the eighth, Elzabad the ninth, Jeremiah the 10th, Mashbenai the 11th. These were the sons of Gad, captains of the host. One of the least was over 100, and the greatest over 1,000. These are they that went over Jordan in the first month, when it had overflown all its banks, and they put to flight all them of the valley, both toward the east and toward the west. And there came of the children of Benjamin and Judah to the hold unto David. And David went out to meet them, and answered and said unto them, If ye be come peaceably unto me to help me, mine heart shall be knit unto you. But if ye be come to betray me to mine enemies, seeing there is no wrong in mine hands, the God of our fathers look thereon and rebuke it. Then the Spirit came upon Amasai, who was the chief of the captains, and he said, Thine are we, David, and on thy side, thou son of Jesse, peace be unto thee, and peace be to thine helpers, for thy God helpeth thee. Then David received them and made them captains of the band. And there fell some of Manasseh to David when he came with the Philistines against Saul to battle, but they helped them not. For the lords of the Philistine upon advisement sent him away, saying, He will fall to his master Saul, to the jeopardy of our heads. As he went to Ziklag, there fell to him of Manasseh Adnah, and Jozabad, and Jediel, and Michael, and Jozabad, and Helihu, and Zilthai, captains of the thousands that were of Manasseh. And they helped David against the band of the rovers, for they were all mighty men of valor, and were captains in the host. For at that time, day by day, there came to David to help him until it was a great host like the host of God. And these are the numbers of the bands that were ready armed to the war, and came to David to Hebron, to turn the kingdom of Saul to him, according to the word of the Lord. The children of Judah that bare shield and spear were 6,800 ready armed to war. Of the children of Simeon, mighty men of valor, of the war, 7,100. Of the children of Levi, 4,600. And Joiada was the leader of the Aaronites, and with him were 3,700. And Zadok, a young man mighty of valor, and of his father's house 22 captains, and of the children of Benjamin, the kindred of Saul, 3,000, for hitherto the greatest part of them had kept the ward of the house of Saul. And of the children of Ephraim, 20,800 mighty men of valor, famous throughout the house of their fathers. And of the half tribe of Manasseh, 18,000, which were expressed by name to come and make David king. And of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. Of Zebulun, such as went forth to battle, expert in war, with all instruments of war, 50,000, which could keep rank, they were not of double heart. And of Naphtali, 1,000 captains, and with them with shield and spear, 37,000. And of the Danites, expert in war, 28,600. And of Asher, such as went forth to battle, expert in war, 40,000. And on the other side of Jordan, of the Reubenites and the Gadites, and of the half tribe of Manasseh, with all manner of instruments of war for the battle, 120,000. All these men of war that could keep rank came with a perfect heart to Hebron, to make David king over all Israel. And all the rest also of Israel were of one heart to make David king. And there they were with David 3 days, eating and drinking, for their brethren had prepared for them. Moreover, they that were nigh them, even unto Issachar and Zebulun and Naphtali, brought bread on asses, and on camels, and on mules, and on oxen, and meat, meal, cakes of figs, and bunches of raisins, and wine, and oil, and oxen, and sheep abundantly, for there was a joy in Israel. Alright, guys, so this chapter basically highlights the fact that David had his companies, and David, even while he was fleeing, even while after fleeing from Saul and being anointed to be king over Israel, he had to actually fight to gain that possession. Nevertheless, after Saul had died, and we should recall all this already from Samuel, okay, from the book of Samuel. So this is just a reminder of how it was that David came into power and to become king over all Israel, because first he was king only over Judah. And this basically shows the men of war that were with him. Okay, this shows that we all need to choose whom we will fight with. We all need to choose our armies and our circle carefully. And sometimes we need to harm ourselves with mighty men, because if you realize, these men are recognized as mighty men of valor, mighty men of war. Sorry, not valor. And so we see here that we also need to build friendships. We need to build armies, not warring armies, but we need to build basically a Christian army, okay, that will go and fight against the devil for the Lord. Okay, we need to have people who are ready warriors for Christ, and it is in having those people that are ready warriors for Christ that we will actually win the battle against the devil over and over again with the help of the Lord. Okay, guys, and so we see that no one man stands alone. So, guys, remember, no one man stands alone. Sometimes we need assistance. Sometimes we need to build a battalion. Okay? And so, guys, with that, I hope you'll actually think on those words. Okay? And don't segregate yourself from others. Be open and welcoming to your brethren. And this is not saying that you're going to freely open yourself to everybody that claims to be a Christian, but this is to say that you will have an open mind and ask God for guidance on whom you should actually allow to enter into your circle and to actually draw close to you, because not everybody is supposed to be around everybody. There are certain situations where we ought to be by ourselves, and the Lord will instruct us of such when that is the case, and that's why we should ask for guidance. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna leave you right here. Please remember to walk in your salvation, and if you've not yet gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.